We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. That's Goddard in motion. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
36-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Now he'll run. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. That's Goddard in motion. They'll run the counter with Barkley. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Followed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Left side, he's got Lemon. A gain there of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
When the Eagles drafted Mekhi Lemon, I think we all saw the writing on the wall. Could he be A.J. Brown's replacement? Now, he's a very different player, but what they share is that dynamic elite route running, that run-after-catch ability. So I think if this plays out the way they hoped, I think the Eagles got themselves a good one.
And not liking anything downfield, he'll just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. Here's Barkley. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short of the first down mark.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Greg, he's one of the veterans of the league now. Here comes Dak Prescott in the Cowboy offense. Season 11 for Dak. He turned 33 back in July and was 3rd in the league in passing a season ago.
You know, I think there's very few guarantees in the NFL, Mike, but I think if there's one thing that's pretty close to certain, if Dak Prescott is healthy, and in the last couple years that's kind of been a mixed bag, but when he's on the field week in and week out, this Dallas Cowboys team is going to throw for a lot of yards, and they are going to score a lot of points. So it's can they get their defense to go ahead with the play at quarterback they've gotten from Dak Prescott.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
The 42-yard line.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he'll get to the 48. That's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Dak, fake to Williams. Now he'll throw. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
On the play fake, Dak. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Open man. It is Ryan Flanor. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This a 57-yard attempt. So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it looking at 4th down and 2. And he is going to have a Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
It's just so good to see Javonte Williams back, Mike, playing at this level. It looked like he might never be the same. You think back to that ACL tear back in 2022. It Kind of took him a couple seasons, but last year, he looked better than ever first year with the Cowboys, and now here he is trying to build on that in year 2.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be second down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws, and as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Play fake. Prescott. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Third down, and they need 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 3. Brandon Aubrey.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Over the middle. He locates Lemon. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 15 yards. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Whoa. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
First and 10.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
15 yards.
They get 15 on that game. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the
Nice run there by
18-yard
Saquon. And you know, it's kind of funny, Mike. He might be the only player in the league that when they rush for over 1,100 yards, people like to call it a down year. And that's only because of the standard that he has set. Last season doesn't necessarily live up to the historic 2024 season, but there's no doubt he's still one of the best players in football.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's to the end zone, but they did not connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a second down. That's Goddard in motion. On second down, Hurts. That is brought in the end zone. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7.
Eagles 10, Cowboys 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Cowboys set to get back to work. And there's a look at Clayton Adams, their offensive coordinator. Adams, year 2 now as the offensive coordinator in Big D. Going to throw it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
On second down, it's Dak. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
16 yards.
They get 16 on that connection. First down, Cowboys. From the shotgun, it's Dak. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Nolan Smith focused on the quarterback there, and he ran him down for a loss of 6. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is second and long. operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and inches. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10.
Eagles 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, he'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 37.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Open is the tight end, Eli Stowers. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
And 4.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, Hurts. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down
and 4.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone, and listen, I understand that hit is coming, but guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive. It's some points. By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one, so nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll go up top with this one. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Play action. It's Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 1. In motion, Lamb. Give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
We've seen his big play potential as a receiver, so I don't think it's a surprise to see them work in a little bit of a changeup and give him the ball on the ground. Held to a small gain here, but they don't mind. He still had enough to pick up the first down.
Dak gonna work it to Lamb on the RPO. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're gonna stop him for no gain.
At the 33-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. 2nd down, Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And a Cowboy
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. That's caught. Flanoy, right side.
Ryan Flanoy. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. In motion, Lamb. Prescott again. He'll step up and run this.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. This one caught down the field. It's Flanoy.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
Eagles 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here is Shipley on the return.
The Eagles take over first
Saquon
and 10.
Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
See what they have for 2nd and 7. That's Goddard in motion. A run up the middle with Barkley. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll finally be taken down around the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Good job
yards.
breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
1st and 10.
This is an
at the
element that
40-yard line.
defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Man in motion is Smith. And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. They'll motion the slot man right. Play action. Here's Hurts. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Left side, he's got Lemon. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Braden Mann to punch it away for the Eagles. Back deep to receive, the explosive Kevontae Turpin. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They put Pickens in motion. Dak fake to Williams. Now he'll throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and
There's no more
5.
efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's down. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Anger now on to punt. That kick is away. On the return, it's Covey. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Man in motion is Brown. On play action, Hurts. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
Man in motion is Smith. And the defense, they see the clock too. They're not going to move here. And we get to the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Interesting call for the defense. Pressure or sit back on 4th and 5. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's Goddard in motion. Barkley. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here comes second down. On play action, here's Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
That's another Eagles first down. First down and goal to go.
Quickly, and Stowers on the RPO. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for two.
The Eagles will set up for the
running for the tie. And he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works, and we've got ourselves a tie game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll come up for first and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's out wide to Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
A gain of 46
And now they're
yards
going
on
to get
play.
the timeout.
First
A
down,
huge play
Cowboys.
has them in field goal range with a chance to win this one. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game.
40-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. The kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.